Hello WWE fans in the YouTube universe, my name is DJ Bellman. I am the host of the WWE Daily Review Show. So I'm sorry that even though I only have one subscriber right now, to anyone who actually does watch, I'm sorry I haven't posted for a while. I've been really busy, so I forgot to post NXT, a pay-per-view, and SmackDown, but today I'm going to go quickly over NXT, SmackDown, and then I'll post a review of a pay-per-view tomorrow. So just a little overview of the week. First of all, NXT. This was actually the first live NXT show that I've watched. And there wasn't much to it, just because they were going more over all the different fights at NXT TakeOver and the interviews that happened at the end of each fight. So there wasn't much to that, other than Elias Samson took on Apollo Crews, which was a decent fight. Apollo Crews ended up winning via pinfall, and I'm not going to talk much about these matches right now. I just want to get this over with. I'm kind of being lazy today. I'll do better next week. I think because of how short NXT is, I'm not going to post on Thursdays, probably. I think I'm going to put NXT and SmackDown together, just due to the fact that it's a little difficult to... Well, maybe I will still do NXT separately, but we'll see. Anyways, so Elias Samson and Apollo Crews was the only fight on NXT this week, and it was good. They had some good moves going on. Apollo Crews proved to me again that he is really good at what he does, so it's a lot of fun watching him. I do like some of his moves and how quick he is and how agile he is. All his backflips and stuff are really cool. So that's what happened there. SmackDown was your typical SmackDown show, except for, again, Apollo Crews showed back up, did his fight. We had Aiden English and Simon Gotch take on the Lucha Dragons, which was interesting. I wouldn't say the greatest match in the world, but it was interesting. Roman Reigns came out to talk to the crowd, did his whole, "I'm not a bad guy, I'm not a good guy, I'm the guy." Kind of getting a little old there, even though you just started that. I guarantee every single show he's going to be doing that. But this crowd didn't seem to hate him as much as the last crowd, but I guarantee we'll hear more booing later on. So AJ Styles came out, did his whole thing about how he wanted to congratulate Roman, and say he had a heck of a WrestleMania, but AJ Styles had a heck of a Monday Night Raw. They talked about the whole main event and stuff being a tag team match, which I'll get to that in a little bit. And Roman said, if you want to be the guy, if you want the title, the championship, you had to beat the guy that holds the championship and all that crap. So, okay, alright. What else did we have? Well, we had a pretty poor Divas match again between Natalya and Summer Rae. And Summer Rae's just getting thrown into all the crappy matches, and Natalya, it was mainly a way to get Charlotte and Natalya back, looking at each other again, which you can tell there's a fight right there for payback. We got to see Becky Lynch and Emma kind of like sass at each other, so maybe 2 Divas matches at payback. I don't know if Becky Lynch will fight Emma. Let's see, what else do we have? Um, I'm trying to think. Sorry, guys. It's been a long week. Let's see. We had The Miz and Zack Ryder got his rematch for the Intercontinental Championship, and again, I think the whole woo 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 or woo 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 is kind of obnoxious. Not that I think Zack Ryder's a bad wrestler per se, but the woo woo thing is a little obnoxious. But the fight was good. A lot happened. And yeah, it was predictable on who was going to win. There was no way they were going to let The Miz lose after winning on Monday. So the two of them might fight each other at Payback. I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm not sure, I guess. We'll see. The Miz's wife interfered in the match in a way where she took the turnbuckle off the bottom one, threw it in. Zack Ryder gets a hold of it and is like, "What the heck are you doing?" The ref grabs it, does that, and then there's a skull crusher to Zack Ryder and wins the match. So it was a little bit more creative because she interfered in the way where she did something a little different that doesn't normally happen, like, oh, she jumps up, or according to my girlfriend, where she does something to distract the ref with her body, like body language or something, and it's like, yeah, but it was still predictable, so a little upsetting. And then we got the return of Ambrose, who I thought he was going to come out and talk about Lesnar or something, and he ended up having a fight with Tyler Breeze, which ended literally with hit off the ropes and then dirty deeds, down and out in 10, 15 seconds, maybe a little bit longer. So it's kind of a letdown. You can tell he's upset about his loss at the last two pay-per-views, so something's going on, you can tell. Then when he's leaving, getting ready to head out, all of a sudden Jericho's music plays and they start the main event, which, what's the point? Okay, my problem with SmackDown is mainly due to the fact that it seems like every time I turn around, SmackDown's main event is a tag team, and to tell you the truth, 90% of tag team main events are predictable. Very predictable. The faces or the heels start off early and beat the living daylights out of the other person. Or somebody gets beat up by the other team, then there's a hot tag where the other guy comes in and starts taking the advantage and yada 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 blah blah blah. They changed it up a little bit where when Cesaro went in to tag in AJ Styles, Styles was actually pulled off the ringside, and there was a bunch of stuff there, but yeah, it ended just as predictable as can be still. Styles comes out, starts beating everyone up, Owens is getting ready to do his thing, though, and he's in the ring, and all of a sudden, here comes Sami Zayn, and the confusion gets a hold of him, and there's a roll-up pin, and Styles wins the match, and, like I said, for some odd reason, and I don't know, I do know why it is, tag team main events kind of bug me. There have been tag team main events that have been really good, but this was one of the ones that, to me, was just kind of predictable and didn't make much sense to have. Well, to me, anyways, it didn't make much sense to have the four guys that fought in the Fatal 4-Way number one contenders match on Raw end up fighting in a tag team match against each other on SmackDown. It's like, So, overall, the week, other than, I don't know, SmackDown was kind of like, eh. Raw was really fun, though. So, overall, the week was pretty good. There was a lot of cool moments on Raw when all these NXT stars showed up, like Apollo Crews, Enzo, and Cass showed up. Let's see, there were a lot of great moments on Raw. Baron Corbin was on Raw. We got that great Fatal 4-Way. Shane got a run Raw, which was really cool. Cesaro came back, so the crowd was really into that. Personally, I can't really say much because this is literally kind of like moving into Payback. There's still, 3 weeks left? 2-3 weeks left until Payback even hits. So we got a ways to go. So there's not much I can say other than some predictions are Roman's gonna win the main event at Payback against AJ Styles, even though it seems weird. I don't personally think Styles is gonna win. He's too new into the company. They're just giving the crowd something that the crowd really wants to see. And personally, I'd rather see Cesaro in the main event. Mainly due to the fact that, even though I don't mind Styles, I think he's a good wrestler, he hasn't been in long enough to really give him a main event shot, while Cesaro's been in for quite a long time. But I guess because Cesaro just came back, they'd rather keep him out of anything major right away. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to have a stipulation match at Payback. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. They're going to get I Quit or No Holds Barred, or maybe we'll get lucky and see an Iron Man match. Maybe not. Dean Ambrose is going to talk about what's been bugging him on Raw, or how he feels about his matches lately. So there's a possibility of a heel turn for Ambrose, which I think the crowd will still like him no matter what. But we'll see on that. Charlotte and Natalya will have a fight at Payback. They'll set that up soon. And the Wyatts and the League of Nations will have a 6-man tag team match at Payback or something like that. So not much yet for the predictions, but we'll see how everything goes this coming up week. I promise tomorrow I will post a video on the second pay-per-view. I'm working on the Wrestle Classic right now. I'm still on the tournament part, the second round of the tournament. So hopefully that won't take too much longer. That's actually a fun pay-per-view to watch. So anyways, hope all of you have a great day. Happy Saturday. Enjoy your day off of school and everything. And I will see you next time. So everyone have a good day.